Hello student, this is Prerna Rastogi and now I welcome you all in Blooming Birds Co-Education online classes. And I'm your SST teacher and I welcome you all and today we'll continue the first chapter in class 9th, Harappan Civilization. As I explained you, I have sent a video. So in that video already I explained some points related to this chapter, like the Harappan civilization, why it is called the Harappan civilization, and some other topics also. So now we'll continue the further topics of this chapter. First of all, we'll know about the sources of this civilization, right? How we know about this civilization. So with the archaeological remains, we don't know about this civilization, but when historians had done the excavations, so by the archaeological remains we know about this civilization. So in the archaeological remains we found seals, potteries, different kind of buildings, different kind of public buildings, cemeteries. So likewise by these remains we can know about this civilization more. So in this civilization we know about that how it developed, how it comes in our country. So in this civilization and by the sources of this civilization we will know more about this civilization. So this civilization not having any written record, so that is why we will assume by the archaeological remains we can assume that maybe it had happened during this time. Okay, because there is no written records, there is nothing that show that everything surely possible during that time, during the civilization. So still we are not having any written record, and still not the script of this time has not been deciphered, right? So that is why we don't know exactly about the civilization, but by the archaeological remains we will know about the civilization. So these are some sources of this civilization. First of all, there is the Great Bath. Great Bath, historians believe that this Great Bath belongs to the ritual baths. Ritual baths, as now also we are doing. Nowadays also we are taking bath in Ganga, right, for the ritual purposes. So in the same way, some historians believe that this Great Bath for the ritual purposes. And in this Great Bath, if you have seen in the picture in your book, so there is a tank type structure. So in the tank there are two opposite sides stairs were there. So these stairs in the north and the south direction, so that anyone go inside in the tank by these stairs for the ritual purpose for the bath. And also around this Great Bath surrounded by some small rooms. It is called that it was a double story, and in that story rooms were there. So these rooms, historians believe that these rooms were for the changing the clothes and for the priesthood, means priests were living there for the ritual, for organizing the ritual bath. So it was only assumption because rooms were there, and the tank was made by the gypsum and tar. Tar is a liquid form. You have seen the roads, there is a black tar included with the marbles, so that the roads made by the constructors. So in the same way at a time also tar was there, and they were using the natural tar for making these tanks. And also baked bricks. Baked bricks means nowadays as we are using that it is made up of soil. These bricks made up of soil, and these soil made bricks baked in the kilns. So in the kilns it's baked and it will not destroy by the water, right? By the surplus water these bricks will not destroy. So the tanks had made during at that time it had made by the baked bricks and also gypsum and tar, and by this the water will not leak. And for the water system in the tank, how water will come? So surrounded by the tank, means out of the tank there was some well in the adjacent side. So the water will come from the wells to store there. When take the bath, there was the surplus drainage system also for removing the dirty water. So this kind of techniques they were using during this civilization before around 4500 years ago, right? They were using this type of techniques. So by the well, water will come in the tank, and by the drainage system, by a drainage system, dirty water will go out or drained from the tank, so that water will be clean. So this type of great bath constructed during the Harappan civilization. Some more points also measured by the historians, that it has made for the taxes purposes, means kings have made, because this type of public buildings have found in the citadel. Further I will tell you about the citadel. So that area belongs to only for the kings and the rich nobles. Only that person can live in the citadel. So in that area this great bath has found, or in the great bath kings and their nobles and public also can take the bath for ritual purposes, but they have to pay taxes for this bath. So this bath has made for the tax purposes. It is belief of historians. Second reason, that maybe it indicates the ritual baths. For the ritual purposes, people were taking a ritual bath in this type of great bath, because this type of great bath belongs to each city, like Mohenjo-daro and also Harappan city. So these type of cities having a public bath, a great bath, it is called. It's a big bathroom, like it's a swimming pool. We can say it was a swimming pool during the civilization. So these type of important points that belongs to this great bath. Now come to the next thing, that is citadel. Now what is citadel? So I'll tell you more about the citadel. Citadel is a part of the city, as city divided into two parts. This type of structure. A city is having this type of structure. So this is this area which is little bit high. This area which is little bit high means at around 20 meters height. This height belongs to 20 meters. So 20 meters high, this area of a city, it's called citadel, right? It is called citadel. And this area is called lower town. During the excavations in this area, few houses, means less houses have found, but in this area in the lower town, so many houses have found during the excavation. So it is called that maybe in this portion, citadel that belongs to the kings and for the rich merchant or for the rich nobles of the king. Only they can live in this area. And also public buildings belongs to this area, like great bath, like assembly hall, granaries. This all things also belongs to this area, citadel. And it is high because at that time floods were there, because this civilization and all the civilization developed nearby the rivers. In the rivers, floods had come during this time. So to maintain and to save their lives from the floods, they were making a portion of a city little bit high, 20 meters high. It is called citadel, so that kings and whosoever belongs to the nobles of the king, they can live this area and they can save themselves from the flood, a small flood at least. So this thing is citadel. So the citadel points to the elaborate planning. How we can assume, right? During before 4500 years ago also they were using this type of technique, so that they can make a elaborate city by their planning system. And it can't be made at once, means it can't be made like first we have made citadel, then we have made lower town, then we have made the drainage system. If we will observe all the sources and if we will observe all the features of this civilization, so we will know that the city has maintained by the planning way, means all the city developed in a planned way. First maintain a planning system, then they have made the city, because in the city so many roads were there that were intersecting in each other at the 90 degree. All the houses made up of both sides of the streets. So likewise, if we will observe all the things of this civilization, so we will know that this civilization maintained a city in a planned way. So that is Sitadal. Now come to the next source of this civilization, that is the seals. This is very important thing, that is seals. Seals belongs to like stamps. They were using these seals for the trade purposes, and on the seals different kind of pictograms, means symbols also used to conversate each other. So these symbols called the pictograms, means this was the script of the humans of this civilization. So in the seals different features, different pictures have found, like people tree, acacia tree, also unicorn feature. And it was saying that it was mythical, because unicorn, this type of animal was not found during this civilization. So it was a mythical, only it was an assumption. One horn rhinoceros also have made on the seals. One seal have found, that is one three-headed deity crossing their legs, and nearby this deity so many animals were there. So it is said that this deity belongs to Pashupati Shiva. So students, in the seals, also nearby Pashupati Shiva, animals were there, like 2 deers, elephant, tiger, rhinoceros also were sitting nearby this deity. It is called that it is Pashupati Shiva. This seal belongs to Pashupati Shiva. And so many, around more than 2000 seals have found during the excavations in the different regions, different areas. So these seals proves that they were doing trade. And the trading system, when the any produced goods have tied in a bag, so that bag made the knot, and at the knot clay has applied on the knot, and then that wet clay put a seal on the wet clay, so that it can be saved, and it shows that from which area or from which civilization this good is belongs to. And because seals has found in the different areas, so we can say that it indicates that civilization, this civilization and this civilization have been done the trade from different civilizations, as the seals have found. So likewise, by the seals we can say that they were doing trade, they were engaged in trade, and they were using seals for doing the trade, right? So many seals have found. Now come to the next source. By this we can know about this civilization, that is the beard man. There is a stone man sculpture of beard man. Beard man means a man sculpture. It is having a huge beard. On the sculpture, it is having half open eyes. So it was saying that it was a yogi, maybe, or maybe it was a deity, right? Because it is having the half open eyes. It is having beard and wearing a shawl, a well designed shawl they were having, he was having on the shoulder in the sculpture. So by this sculpture we can know that they had discovered the clothes also. They had discovered clothes because that beard man having a shawl on his shoulder. The eyes are half closed, so maybe it was saying, some scholars believe that it was a yogi. So this sculpture of high artistic value and points to the existence, and the high points to the existence of skilled artisans in the Harappan civilization. By the stone sculpture, by this sculpture we can know that how skilled they were. They were using their techniques to making the arts, to making the crafts. So this beard man also shows something about this civilization. Now come to the next thing, that is a dancing girl. It's also a very elaborate dancing girl and elaborate sculpture of this civilization. It was a dancing girl, it was a bronze statue, age statue, and it is a masterpiece of the art that found in Mohenjo-daro. In the excavation of Mohenjo-daro city, it has found during the excavation. It is a artistic feature of the civilization people. It is having heavy bangled on the right hand and having one head on her hip. So it shows the vigor and integrity of this civilization. Now it shows the masterpiece and the skills of and the art of the Harappan civilization. This dancing girl, how it has made, right? It is a bronze metallic dancing girl. How it has made, it is very skillful technique they have used. They were making a wax statue first. First they have made a wax statue what they want to make, and when it dried, so melted metal they poured in that wax statue, right? They made the hollow the statue of wax, and then they pour the melted metal in that wax sculpture, and after that when it dried, so it made like what they want to made. Okay, so this is the technique, this was the technique they were using to making metallic sculpture. Now come to the dockyard. Dockyard also a huge and a big feature of the Harappan civilization. In this civilization, dockyard is an area where the ships assembled. So it shows that they were using the dockyards, means they were using the sea route for the exporting purposes. They were making the finished good and they were selling, and they were doing trade with the other countries, right? So they were using dockyard, and there they were assembling the ship, not likewise now, but they were assembling the ship in the dockyard. This dockyard found at Lothal in Gujarat, and it proves that they were using the sea route for the trade purposes. They were exporting the finished good into the other civilization. The dockyard has made by the baked bricks, right? Because it has made nearby the coastal area. Coastal area means nearby the ocean. Okay, so it is connected by a channels with the Gulf of Cambay. If you have seen the map, this is Gujarat. So this area, this is the Gulf. So this Gulf of Cambay, it is connected by a channel with the Gulf of Cambay, and it is located nearby the coastal area because this is the ocean. So that's why the boundary of this dockyard made up of the baked bricks, so that flood will come, so it will not destroy. Okay, so by the baked bricks. So this type of structure has found during the Harappan civilization. So this dockyard has proved that they were so skilled and they were using their techniques for the trading purpose also. By the dockyard, they were doing trade by the sea route with the other countries. Now come to the script. Script is also a very important feature that is found on the seals. On the seals, different kind of symbols were there. Some kind of fishes shape, birds shape, and different symbols are there. And still it is not deciphered, right? So we can't say, but these symbols, this type of symbols used called pictograms, and still it is undeciphered. So they were making the seals with the terracotta, and on the terracotta and steatite, this type of this is a baked soil tablet. They were making a tablet. Tablet means a piece of baked soil, and on that they were writing or making the symbols, and they were making the seals. And after baking it, it will not destroy easily, and it will not rubbed by anything. So by these seals and by the symbols, by the script on the seals, we can say that they were knowing the writing way. They can conversate with each other by these symbols, right? These fish-like structure, if you will see in your book, so some fish-like structure, floral prints, and different symbols they were using for conversate each other. So these symbols were called pictograms and still undeciphered. And this script, when it was deciphered, so we can know more about the history. So these all sources of the Harappan civilization told more about this civilization. Now further topics will continue in our next video. So watch my previous video related to this chapter and also this video, so you can understand all the topics easily. Understood, students? And mark all the important points and make the summary of this chapter in your fair notebook. Okay, thanks for watching my video, and I will present after few time with my new video, and I will clear further topics of this chapter in my next video. So goodbye and take care, students.